touchdown carry and more. How about a touchdown? He hits it high. He hits it deep. It is out of here. And we are going home.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Travis here, and welcome back to the SF Bay Area Sports Talk channel. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Unfortunately, for the San Francisco 49ers, we lose a very, very frustrating game, 28-21 against the division rival Seattle Seahawks. And this game, what happened out there is what I'm thinking. Our thoughts and prayers to Jimmy Garoppolo right now. He sustained an injury to his calf during the game and had to leave the game. And Trey Lance came in, and Trey Lance played decent out there. We didn't play very, very good, but being a rookie, getting some good experience out there, I think it was great for Trey Lance. The game didn't go the way we wanted it to, and our defense, they were doing pretty solid there early in the first half of this game, and then we needed to take more advantage of our opportunities in the first half because that first half was, we missed out on a lot of opportunities. We should have put up way more points, and the game was, I believe, tied at halftime, and then we go to the second half, and things fell apart there. The second half, and just a really tough one today. And the thing we've been talking about a lot this year has been the defense. As we know, we have a new defensive coordinator, Ryans, this year, and D'Amico Ryans it's been a rough go so far. And this is one of the big keys for the 49ers this year is going to be the defense. Will they be able to get it back together as to what we have seen them do over the last several years, be a top performing 49ers defense? Now let's get into some of the stats of the game. Garoppolo completing 14 of 23 passes for 165 yards, throwing for 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And the news on the calf injury, if Garoppolo is good to go by next week against the Arizona Cardinals, he will be starting that game. So that is great news to hear. Jimmy Garoppolo is still the starter. Trey Lance coming in, we did get to see Trey Lance play today. But in the meantime, right now, Jimmy Garoppolo is the starter. And I fully expect him to be able to bounce back from this injury. We know he's battled a lot of injuries over the years, and anytime, to the calf, I believe that was an injury he had battled with last year. And so these things, the health for Jimmy Garoppolo is the biggest key. And as we have seen, when he is healthy, he is one of the best quarterbacks out there. He will come through for you in the fourth quarter. He can lead a game-winning drive. He will make the passes when he has to. And he's shown this year he can run a bit more with the football. And so when Garoppolo is healthy, he is a good quarterback out there and still getting better. And right now, it's just tough. It's tough to see him go through these injuries. And, today's game, I did not see this at all. I did not expect us to lose to the Seahawks. Seahawks have been struggling so far this year. Coming in, they were 1-2. And, of course, with Russell Wilson there, that they always seem to find a way, it seems like, by the end of the year to be in it. And we're going to see what's going to happen. But for the 49ers now, this loss drops us back to 2-2. Just really frustrating. At this point in the season, at the very least, I thought we would for sure be either 3-1, maybe probably 4-0. But now we are 2-2, and Arizona is 4-0, I believe. So 2 games out. It's not, of course, the end of the world. It's not time to hit the panic button yet, but we've got to correct the things that just have not been going well. Welcome in, Kevin, to the post game. How are you doing today? Just a tough one. How's everyone feeling after the game today? What are your overall thoughts? Would love to hear what you thought of how Trey Lance played today, how the rookie quarterback played. We take a look at his overall numbers. He completed 9 of 18 passes on the day for 157 yards and did throw 2 touchdowns. But there were some plays that he did not make the passes. And those things are going to happen. It's part of the learning curve. When you have a rookie quarterback coming in, and he's only going to get better with each game that he plays, the more snaps that he takes, and the more experience that he gets. And now on the bright side today, Trey Sermon, what a great game for the running back. 19 carries for 89 rushing yards, averaging 4.7 yards a carry. So very nice for Trey Sermon, our third round draft pick. Of course, ran for 300 yards for Ohio State in the championship game. And with the injuries we've had at the running back position, I mean, to Mostert, just a devastating injury. For him to be out for, I think it's 8 weeks, I believe it is, or if I'm not mistaken, or it might be longer than that. But we've battled some injuries here, and at the running back position, we've seen what happens when when you don't have a running game going. It makes it very difficult to get your offense moving, and opposing defenses, when they don't have to be fully focused on the run, they're able to defend the pass a lot better. And the good thing again, Trey Sermon running the football pretty good. We got to see Trey Lance run, and as we know, he is a dual threat quarterback. He can run with the football and throw the football, and that's why we've seen Trey Lance come in on 3rd and goal situations, or say 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 situations. We can bring in Trey Lance. He's got the dangerous threat of the run, and of course, the throws that he can make fit it in tight windows. And so, moving forward, we're going to see what's going to happen. I still believe Jimmy Garoppolo will remain the starter as long as he is healthy out there. And if for any reason Garoppolo has to miss a game or two and Trey Lance is in there, I think he's just going to build off of this game. Again, it wasn't the best game, but, he put up some decent numbers. Again, 157 passing yards, throwing for 2 touchdowns, and completing 9 of 18 passes. So a lot of incompletions, but again, for rookie, just starting to learn and get through the learning curve. This is where we're at. Now let's get into the receiving stats of the game. Before we do that, would love to get your thoughts, everyone out there. If you watched the game, what did you think? What did you see out there? What are your thoughts moving forward? Do you think the 49ers are going to bounce back from this? Or do you think right now, being where we are, there's some things, of course, there are problems we got to correct here. And it's early. So again, we're not panicking right now, but it's not a good feeling losing another game, another close one. Give us credit fighting back in this game, losing by a touchdown. We were in it. We were in it there at the end. Getting within one possession game, just kind of ran out of time at the end of the game. And next week, a big challenge. Arizona, they won. They beat up on the Rams. So Arizona would look pretty good today. So that's going to be that's going to be a great challenge. It's going to be a great challenge for us. And we know that we do not want to drop our 3rd consecutive game. So we got to be ready to play. We're going to be ready. And let's hope Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be healthy, good to go to start that game. And let's see if he can just bounce back from this. I feel for Jimmy Garoppolo. To have another situation like this happen where he's got to come out of the game, I think at halftime. And, it's just tough. This is tough. And I know Jimmy Garoppolo is going to pull through this. So, right now we just got to stay strong. We got to be resilient and not let this affect us too much. And, we'll shake this one off, and so this is unfortunate. Welcome in, Matthew Navarro. What is up? Great to see you. Tough one today, but I'm still feeling optimistic. I still got belief. I'm not giving up on this season. I still believe we can make a run at the playoffs. And again, it's still early, but we got to correct our problems. And, the defense is, that's the biggest thing. The defense, we know how amazing Robert Saleh was, our defensive coordinator, the last 4 years. Of course, now he is now the head coach with the New York Jets, and we wish him all the best. But right now, we're definitely missing all the work and just everything that he did for us as our defensive coordinator, the energy, the effort. And let's just hope DeMeco Ryans can get it together, and this group can get back to doing what they have done best throughout several years, which is be a top performing 49ers defense. And look, we got all the guys. When you look at that defensive line with Nick Bosa, Eric Armstead, D Ford, Kenneth Street, we have our guys on that defensive line, and we just got to be better. We had 3 sacks on the day for the defense, 2 from D Ford, 1 from Nick Bosa. But again, that first half, if we could have just put up some more points on offense, would have been in a better situation going to the second half. So for the receiving stats, Deebo Samuel, breakout game for him, the yak monster out there. Yards after catch, 8 catches on the day, 156 receiving yards. What a game for Deebo Samuel, and he's just building off of the last couple of years. He's had really great seasons. 2019, his rookie year, 1,000+ receiving yards, and then plays very well in the playoffs. Last year, I think he had about 800 receiving yards, so solid second season. And now having a good season this year. What a breakout game for Deebo Samuel. Now, Kyle Hughes, the fullback, the best fullback in my opinion in the NFL, with everything that he can do in the run blocking and also receiving as well. Kyle Hughes, 4 catches for 41 yards on the day. George Kittle, 4 catches for 40 yards. Another yak monster, the yak machine out there, and you love it. 49ers got 3 yak monsters: Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, and Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk, I believe, is sidelined with an injury right now, so we got to get him back out there as soon as possible. Ayuk, such a special talent. He's so good out there, and when we think back to the amazing plays he made last year, and this guy, when he gets the football in his hands in the open field, he can run with the football really explosively. It's really fun to watch out there. And Mohamed Sanu, 4 catches, 35 yards. So, the offense, again, wasn't the best game. Missed a lot of opportunities today. But, again, we were in this game. We had a lot of missed opportunities. And that's what makes this frustrating. Because, a few plays here or there that go our way, and the outcome of this game obviously is a lot different than what it ended up being. And fortunately, just a tough loss today. But we're going to bounce back. Going to be resilient, and we're going to be ready to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Again, really great challenge for us, and we do not want to lose 3 in a row. And, it's not a must-win game, but being that the 49ers have what is good, man? What's good, everyone? We are live right now. We're here. We've been watching football all day. This is it's been a mania out here. But what a game today. Just tough one, but we got to bounce back, got to show that resilience. And so taking a look at the defensive stats of the game, Azeez Al-Shaair, 10 tackles on the game. Phenomenal out there. You have Fred Warner, the best linebacker in all of NFL football. Nobody does it better than Fred Warner. 9 tackles on the day, continuing to get it done out there. Absolutely terrific. You got Marcel Harris, 5 tackles. Eric Armstead, 4 tackles. Let's see. Those are my great friends, my best friend Gabriel there, and we got some company over here. So we've been, Takur in the background, and we've just been watching football all day. We're about to be watching the Buccaneers Patriots, and it's gonna be a good one. Seeing Tom Brady's return to New England. Welcome in, Hughes, to the show. Congratulations on the win to your Seahawks. This game, very frustrating for us 49ers fans, but we're going to bounce back from this. We are ready to take on Arizona next week. D Ford, two sacks in the game. Nick Bosa, a sack. So defense getting it done, or doing the best that they can out there. And so how is everyone doing today? What did you think of this game? What did you think of what you saw from Trey Lance out there? Of course, today we got to see him for an extended period of time, which was really great to see. Getting that opportunity, obviously just really unfortunate with Jimmy Garoppolo having the calf injury, and just really praying that he's going to be good to go next week, be fully healthy to get the start. Really got to start adjusting. A few things. We cannot go through the season like this. Absolutely. We've got to make some adjustments. This is just, we continue playing the way that we're playing right now, we're not going to be where we want to be at the end of the season. And again, I'm not panicking, and I still have complete faith in this team. I believe we can bounce back. I don't think this is going to be a lost season. I still believe we are going to get it going. And again, I think, to have these problems happen early in the game, I think it's good in the sense, or early in the season, because then it means that we can correct these problems later in the season, or at least be able to make the necessary adjustments to be able to make it happen. So that's what we got to do moving forward. And defense, defense again, they continue to be a huge focus point for the rest of this season. The defense, they've got to play much better. And I mean, we know how good they can be. We've seen it over the last several years. And, the cornerback situation, obviously just a really devastating blow, losing Jason Brett for the year. It was really great to have Emmanuel Mosley back, came back last week against the Packers. And so our cornerbacks, we got rookie Ambry Thomas out there. So watching that kid play, we'll see how he continues to develop. But we have got to get more out of our cornerbacks. We're really struggling in the secondary. Defensive line, they've got to play better. I mean, with the talent that we've got there, they can be much better. A lot of things that we got to focus to improve, correct on. But we got to stay positive. We can't, we're not going to let this loss get us down too much. Very frustrating loss. But now we can't do anything about it. We got to move forward. Past is in the past now. So we just got to learn from our mistakes today and, be ready to go to execute next week because we make these same mistakes, missed opportunities against Arizona. A team as good as that, who of course now 4-0, and they're off to such a crazy start to the season. We've got to be ready to go. We've got to be ready to go. And so right now we got to have a good week of practice. Just gotta stay focused and then come out next Sunday and be ready to win. If we get a win next week, we're right back into it. We'll be 3-2. We'll hand our division rival Cardinals their first loss of the season. So the great things are coming. So we've got to stay optimistic as always. We got this. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's make it happen. How's everyone doing tonight? Now, before we are going to be wrapping up the post-game show here shortly, but before we do, as always, we are going to get to our picks of the game. So we'd love to hear who you're taking as the pick of the game. And for shout out, we got Deebo Samuel. Big shout out to him. The big game he had, 8 catches, 156 yards, and 2 touchdowns. My man, the Yak Monster, the Yak Machine. Love it. We got 3 Yak Monsters: Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. The offense, so many weapons out there. And Trey Sermon, I love what we saw from him. Thought Trey Lance played decent, but definitely wasn't a better passer than Jimmy. In my opinion, I'll be honest. I didn't see majority of the Niners game. I was watching the San Francisco Giants game, but the parts of the game that I did see today, I feel like Trey Lance played decent and definitely can improve and build off of the game today. Jimmy G, of course, he's such a great passer. He's very accurate, can fit those footballs in a tight window. And Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm expecting to bounce back when he is healthy. He has proven he's a great quarterback out there, and he will come through for us. And so right now, I still got faith in Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm not giving up on him, and I still believe he's going to be great and play very well for us this year. And so we can do it. Deebo Samuel looked lethal, made a lot of big plays. Yep. It's so exciting. I mean, so explosive in the open field. The amazing thing with Deebo Samuel, this guy, he can be a running back. I mean, that's how fast he is. So, 49ers have, I believe, used them in running situations. So with Deebo Samuel, you got everything. The threat of the run with him, of course, the explosiveness on receiving and making the catches there. So really, really fun player to watch out there. And that is who I am taking as my pick of the game. I'm going with Deebo Samuel. Big breakout game, 8 catches, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Big shout out to him, just continuing to get better. Such a fun player to watch. So big shout out to Deebo Samuel. Fred Warner, another big shout out to him. 9 tackles, best linebacker, in my opinion, in the NFL. So 49ers, we're going to bounce back from this. And before we wrap up, let's make some noise for that YouTube algorithm. Let's hit that like button, everyone. Thank you so much for your support. Really means a lot to me. All it takes just half a second of your time to hit that like button. And this feedback really helps out the channel big time. And this feedback lets YouTube know that this video is relevant. So then YouTube knows to recommend this video to as many San Francisco 49er fans and San Francisco 49ers enthusiasts out there. So thank you everyone so much. And if you haven't done so, definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed this San Francisco 49ers live post-game show. And if you would like to stay up to date with more San Francisco 49ers content, including live in-game fan reactions, definitely stay tuned and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm putting out a new video. Thank you everyone so much. San Francisco 49ers, we're going to bounce back from this. Again, very tough one today, but we're not going to let this one get us down. We're going to bounce back. We're already moving on to next week, and we're ready to go. So let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Matthew. Have a great rest of your night, and let's go 49ers. Let's go. Let's do it next week. Let's get the win against Arizona. Let's show them how it's done. Let's bounce back. I'm sure a lot of people are in the NFL are doubting us right now. So, now let's go out there, let's prove them what we can do. We know who we are, and that's what matters most. And so have a great rest of your day, everyone. Thank you so much. Hit that like button. Let's go, San Francisco 49ers. Let's go. Let's go, 49ers. Have a great one, everyone.